listening to the Bourbon Nerdz podcast. Today's episode, Red, White, and Bourbon, America's 250th birthday. Welcome back to another Bourbon Nerdz podcast. I'm your host, Cody, featuring none other than the Bigfoot King himself, the money maker, Garrett Welch. Come on down, buddy. Hey, Garrett, how you doing, buddy?
American girl, American guy.
Good job.
Feeling patriotic today.
Yeah, can you believe, 250 years we've been a country? That's kind of crazy.
I wanted to show you this thing while we're on the podcast for what I'm thinking about posting for.
Dude, absolutely. I love it. That's Bourbon Nerdz 100%.
Yeah.
That should be our cover for this podcast episode. So,
dude, it's sick. Yeah. It even says 1776 on the barrel.
Yeah. Garrett's getting dangerously good with AI. So, but yeah, no, we're really excited. So today we're actually featuring Evan Williams. We don't talk a lot about Evan Williams. And credit this, we have a Evan Williams 12-year, which is very hard to find. It was like a Japanese exclusive for a while. I think it's become a distillery exclusive now. Our buddy Jamie Summit, thank you, shout out. He donated a bottle to the podcast. We greatly appreciate that. If you're tuning in, I know we've had some really good episodes over the late. If you've missed out, please check those out. But yeah, we've had a phenomenal day. Started a little rocky for me with work, but we've ended strong, and got some really good bottles today, which we're going to drink a few Evan Williams pours, and then Garrett's got some delicious stuff that we'll kind of talk about, and then we'll share some of the 250th anniversary bottles that are coming out and some of the ones that we've tried. And yeah, so I'm excited about this. Anytime we get to talk about a staple brand, we've got a juicy debate we'll talk about. We've got a ton happening in sports world right now with the World Cup going on. If you're not tuning into some of the World Cup games, you're absolutely missing out. Just the content that's coming out with the World Cup. People understanding that Americans aren't all a bunch of complete a-holes. We're actually human beings and people, and we actually care about others. So it's really good. I think it's been good for America, and it's been good for the world. So I'm really excited to continue seeing. The World Cup has been extremely exciting. I know a lot of you don't think soccer is the most exciting thing ever, but I played the game for a long time, and I've really enjoyed. This is one of my favorite events to watch. What are your thoughts so far? Just been kind of watching the World Cup, Garrett.
Holland. That dude is.
You're
legit.
obsessed with the.
Dude, Norway is sick, man.
Norway is.
They're out there rowing. Yeah. Yeah, they're freaking.
The fans are insane.
There.
Yeah, but that's kind of a soccer thing. Like, there's a lot of fans that have those special traditions, but yeah, it's pretty legit.
Honestly, man, it's really cool seeing
Highland or Hunland.
Yeah,
Holland.
It's really cool seeing all these foreigners coming in and just seeing what's so great about America.
Yeah, barbecue.
There's a lot of people that are down, and I know it's the media kind of dividing everybody and showing all the bad, but there's so much good going on in the world, and we just need to stop focusing on all the bad and all the BS. Just make common sense common again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's my me and Paul Blair's president slogan for 2032.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer we're more alike than we are apart. I think there's a lot more people in the middle of the road than on the far left or far right, but we don't want to get in a political debate. And, you have your political views. Good luck to you, and we wish you the best. And, we want whiskey community is all about sharing, caring, and supporting others. And that's what we're all about in the Bourbon Nerdz podcast. So, if you're new to the podcast, thank you for listening. If you're an old listener, thank you for listening. And we hope you're enjoying our content. Please send us some feedback. We haven't really been getting a whole lot of feedback. We're still staying strong. We've got some good news I think we'll talk about in last call. We're making some good investments and things that we'll be actually moving forward with, which we've been talking about forever. I know you guys are tired of these guys keep saying they're going to do stuff and they don't do stuff. I'm also really
excited. I'm on my new computer today.
Yeah.
This is the first episode with
it's beautiful, man. I want to steal it.
MacBook computer.
It's like the prettiest MacBook I've ever seen.
It's dope. It's the dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. How much dope do you smoke over there?
Is
that a joke about you toke? I don't know.
I don't know where
do you have hope?
I'm
just checking. All right. Anyways, let's dive in. I want to talk. So from Barrel to Brain, we're going to talk about Evan Williams. Again, we talk about sports. We've got some bottles that are coming out for the 250th anniversary and just in general, things that we're chasing. Garrett may have found a unicorn today, which we might talk about in last call. We've got some sports. I've got some juicy relationship advice and eating balance I'm going to talk about today. I'm the one that should be getting a relationship advice. But sometimes people...
This guy.
that struggle in certain parts of their life, they can give good advice. Sometimes you just not take it, but things I've learned over the last couple of years or dealing with. So hopefully you'll learn something and take away from it. So always trying to add value on this podcast. And we'll round it out last call and talk about some updates and our exciting couple episodes we got coming up. So anyways, let's dive in. Garrett, what do you got? Anything? How you feeling? Good?
I'm feeling good. This Evan Williams bottled bot is very flat.
Flat? Like
compared to the single barrel, for sure. I don't know. We've also drank a lot of good bourbon today. So
it smells good.
It smells okay. And then you smell the single barrel like, oh, the single barrel just kicks its butt.
I mean, I would always think of it as a good single barrel. Oh, yeah, that single barrel's like, hello.
Yeah. It's like, hello, let me get in your nose.
Is it me you're looking for?
Let me get in your nose.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your soul. All right, sorry. Great. Let me try the Evan Williams Bottle Bond. So, I mean, Evan Williams Bottle Bond is very popular among the masses. Like, I remember when I first got into bourbon, every freaking whiskey tuber, Reddit, anything about whiskey, value bottles, Evan Williams Bottle Bond is on every single list out there. So, question for our audience, do you think it's the best value in bourbon? What do you think, Garrett?
Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It is like a $19 bottle. It's a bottled in bond.
Actually, it's cheaper than that. I think it's like 17, but yeah, 17, 20 bucks.
He's going to argue with me over $2.
I will absolutely argue over $2. Dude, in this economy? Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, but I will say this single barrel is like,
I got mine for $15.99.
That single barrel is like what, $45, and it's like a 7.5 year.
Yeah, I think it's like
cast strength.
Yeah, and some of those vintage bottles, some of the single barrels, they go from vintage.
Yeah, the
vintage.
single
35, $45, but this 250 is $44.99.
Yeah, so I mean, great, and it's like 7 or 8 years old, and so Heaven Hill releases a lot of stuff, and so I'm sure this is just their lower of the line kind of stuff where they can afford to release it.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Heaven Hill
owns
such
a cheap price.
Evan Williams. They bought the rights, which we'll talk about in a second. I'll dig into that. So,
but as far as do I think it's the best value bourbon? No, I think Old Granddad 114 is probably the best value bourbon to me. I think it's better. It's higher proof.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. I think that's the bottle that always comes to mind. It punches through everything else that I have. I absolutely love that bottle. I greatly enjoy the 7-year, which is obviously a little more expensive. But when I think of value bottles, we absolutely need to do a blind, I believe. Evan Williams Bottle Bond absolutely deserves a place in that blind, I think, with Wild Turkey 101, Buffalo Trace. And when you take a look at some of the value bottles, I'm trying to think, another good Old Forester 100 proof is, I think, another good, or actually way better than that is the 100 proof. What is that bottle that's hard to find that you kind of had? You got a wine cellar.
Craft?
Yeah, Cooper's Craft 100 proof.
That's a good bottle.
That is incredible. That's a Brown Forman product. I think it's way better than
it's like $30 to $35, but
yeah,
still very good value.
Still good value. Yeah, it's under $40.
It's a Brown Forman product.
Yeah, maybe it's a little too price. It was cheaper back in the day. I used to get it for $25, but
just depends on what you're considering a value bottle. I mean, I feel like $40 or less is probably kind of a value bottle.
I think it's right in the line. I was like maybe $35.
I could also throw in, excuse me, Redwood Empire. Any of their mainline stuff is $30. So
yeah, absolutely. They have some good products at a good price, and if you buy a bottle, you save a tree. So really good for the environment. But so there's I knew a little bit about Evan Williams, but kind of diving in for this episode, I learned quite a bit. So Evan Williams was born in 1755, which back in the day, he was actually he was a Welsh immigrant, stonemason. Family had a long history of making whiskey. Obviously coming over, I think from Scotland. He arrived in Kentucky around 1780. Evan Williams is accredited to Kentucky's first commercial distillery. That's why you see the 1783 bottle, which 1783 was their first official year they established the commercial distillery on the Whiskey Row, which has now become a mainstream destination in America. Like when you think of America, you can't think of any, like the first couple things that should come to mind are the Declaration of Independence, kicking ass, and bourbon. Those are the three things that you should be
Kicking
thinking.
ass and taking names.
Yeah. That was a joke there, but no, for real. Anyways, but I mean, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize he was accredited for the first commercial distillery. I think that's pretty awesome. Heaven Hill purchased, I believe, the brand in 1957, if I recall correctly. Heaven Hill actually started in 1935, right after Prohibition, which this is not a Heaven Hill episode, but, some of the labels they have, the Evan Williams Black Label, which is an 86 proof. It's around $15, what I've seen. Depends on, varies from your area. And then
other than the 12, do they have like a higher value kind of bottle? I'm trying to think.
I think this is the highest value one that they have. And I remember trying it at the last drop that we had. One of our friends brought it. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But he had it, and I was like, really enjoyed it. But I love a high-age Heaven Hill stuff. So, I mean, slap me in the face, but, high-age Heaven Hill stuff is really good.
Slap me in the face, call it a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, this bottle and bond's not bad. I mean, for a 100 proofer, I mean, at the cost you get it, I mean, it's good. Like,
it really doesn't drink much like 100. It's got a little kind of
it
spicy kick, but
not much. It's pretty flat. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, but this bottle's... been pretty old. I mean, we just opened. So newsflash, do not leave bourbon in your car when it's almost 100 degrees outside. I opened this Evan Williams 250th vintage bottle, this just before this episode, and there was like smoke coming out of it. But we put it in the fridge for a second, chilled it. So, we'll see. So, our tasting notes may vary. I don't know if I screwed the bottle up, but anyways, things happen. It's summertime, so
actually,
summertime.
I brought
the LPC.
So just kind of before we go into the bottles and stuff.
Yeah, you got like 15 bottles.
It's really interesting that I brought this one because I wanted you to try it. But they actually released this as a 250th anniversary release.
Did they really?
Yeah, so I actually have two bottles that are 250th anniversary releases.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for Rittenhouse.
I mean, this is the first year.
Rittenhouse fan.
This is the first year for this. I don't think this is a 250th anniversary release, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, but we're big ranch fans. Yeah, that's cool. You got a 4 grain, whatever.
Anyway, we'll get into that stuff
Stay
later.
on task, man.
Well, I was talking about these because these are 250th anniversary bottles, so we can actually drink these.
But I mean, Evan Williams, you get typical Heaven Hill profile, a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of caramel. I don't get as much nuttiness in this bottle and bond. It's really just sweet caramel, and then it disappears. Taking another sip. Yeah.
I don't get a lot of. I get a little bit on the single barrel.
I haven't even had the single barrel yet,
but not a lot.
Yeah, the single barrel is so much more complex. Like, it has such a better nose. Like, but look at the color difference.
Oh yeah,
100%. You get
100%.
light and medium dark. So it's like light roast versus medium roast coffee. For you coffee lovers out there.
Yarp.
Yeah, but the bottle and bond you typically find around 1720. Obviously, it's a bottle and bond, so it's got to be 100 proof. If you're bottle and bond, government regulated, you got to be 100 proof. And then the Evan Williams 12-year. I think the MSRP on that's like 130, 120, something in there. Pretty pricey.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a 12-year, 101 proof. Huh? No, yeah, it's a screw top. And it's a beautiful screw top. So, you know what else is a beautiful screw top? Weller 12. So stop hating over there, guys.
You know what'll happen? You know what won't happen is your cork won't get stuck in there like you did today.
I know, dude. Yeah, we'll have to tell that story in last call. So remind me to mention that.
101. So. This will be a good one to do side by side with that Rittenhouse, I think.
Yeah, sure. We should. We
that's
should
a Rittenhouse. That's actually a bottle.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We're gonna do it next to the 4 grain.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Anyway,
couple more things. Yeah. Couple more things. Why is Kentucky such a bourbon place? It's all about the Ohio River, and at the time, the current and traveling whiskey and going all the way down to New Orleans and Mississippi River and all that fun stuff. And what makes great bourbon? Good water. You have the limestone that runs through Kentucky, through Louisville. So that's a lot of why. Louisville. Is that what the... Chat GPT or whatever, or the Google Maps say?
Yeah, probably.
You have arrived in Louisville. So, Houston Street. Bless you.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, in 2013, they'd opened the historic Evan Williams on Whiskey Row, which was pretty big. And Evan Williams is still made today at the Bernheim Distillery. So a lot of history there. Pretty cool that Evan Williams is, again, tied to an old family and making good whiskey.
Yeah, and Bernheim just released a 20th anniversary bottle.
Yeah.
That's a 10-year-old. It looks pretty cool.
Looks
I've seen it
pretty
a couple
sweet.
times. I really want to grab one.
Yeah, and we need to probably pick one of those up. So, but yeah, I mean, I think Evan Williams has some really good value products. I've been pretty impressed. I don't think any of their stuff's bad. I've never had I haven't had the black label in a long time. We actually, I didn't want to buy one for this episode. I'm sorry, fans. We don't make money on this podcast yet, but once we start making money, I'll buy bottles like that maybe aren't not good. I know it's cheap, but I bought a couple expensive bottles I wanted to share with you guys later. But anyways, back on track. So I don't have a whole lot. I didn't do a whole ton of research, just the basic stuff.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, but I mean, again, America's birthday, 250th. It's pretty exciting.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Salute to you. Thank you for everyone that's fought for our country and died for our country. And
brought to you courtesy
is that?
of red, white, and blue. Oh.
That's a great song. Rest in peace. Anyways,
I heard he was a douchebag.
I don't care.
My
He
buddy
has good
used to work
music.
at Riverwind, and
Yeah.
when they'd go into the high limit room where he'd play, he'd be like,
The red
he'd be
one.
like, "Don't even bring your tip box." Like, well, this is already going poorly.
Yeah. Well, I heard through the grapevine that what's his face, the basketball player used to play for the Hawks.
Trae Young?
Trey Young wasn't a good tipper. So,
Nope.
anyways, yeah. I'm sorry. I guess if you need $400 million to be a good tipper.
Being
then
a manager at the casino, you see a lot of interesting things. Trae Young came and played a couple days over this last weekend. He signed that 4-year, $212 million contract, and he did not tip a soul.
Yeah.
And so that makes the dealers not want to deal to you. Don't care who you are.
Yes. Yeah, and you don't have to throw money out there like you have $214 million, but respect the dealers, man. They work hard. They deal with a lot of BS.
Dak Prescott came a couple weeks ago, too.
Yeah, that's cool. Did
Get some people.
Did he tip?
A little bit.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's
he
fine.
tips like he's poor.
Okay. That's at least he tips. I'd rather have a poor tipper than a non-tipper. Yeah. But anyways, that's a different conversation for a different day. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about American history?
Is this part of Nerd Rage? Or
We can be a part of any rage.
let's go into Nerd Rage.
Let's move over to
Nerd
Rage. That should be our intro. Ethan needs to take that snippet and put that in every time. Dude, that'll make me laugh.
We need you to do some snippets for us.
Yeah,
So
do
you
some
just do them.
snippets, buddy.
All right. I thought the Bernheim one was, but I guess not. So the Angels Envy, they released a single barrel that's a 5-year-old, followed by 8 to 10 months in Ruby Red barrels.
Ruby red barrels. Interesting.
Barrel released the batch 38, which is 8 to 12 years old. It's $85. It's a blend featuring a new label with the American flag. Bakta.
Oh, Bakta, dude. They make some good stuff.
This is $250.
The guy that is making that is, I think, Whistle Pig, dude.
Oh, this is cool. So, yeah. So he's still on Whistle Pig and he sold, and now he gets the rarest things he can find.
Yeah, he's trying to do Bakta.
So it says it was 5 exclusive barrels that were created for this release, each named after a legendary figure in American history. Washington, Jefferson, Hamilton, Lafayette, and Lincoln. Is blended with vintage Armagnac from multiple eras of American history. So kind of cool there. We were talking about Blue Run the other day. They released a 250th anniversary.
I've never had it. I've only had one thing.
It's kind of interesting. The butterfly's got like stars.
Oh, that's cool, dude. It's a cute little butterfly in it.
Yeah, cute little butterfly.
Back to the Bakta. If you're looking for something new and interesting, Bakta, I cannot think, sorry, I didn't write it down, but they have a orange label one that tastes like butterscotch bomb.
They have a couple specs I've thought about picking up.
Yeah, they had one.
They're like rye blends, and I like rye. So.
Yeah. So that's just an interesting brand. I think they're doing some cool things.
I mean, he makes cool stuff and he mixes with,
but
he blends with old, 20-year-old Armagnacs or
100%.
30-year-old brandies,
It's a little pricey, but I mean, the stuff's pretty good. The stuff I've tried is really interesting. It's definitely something that you should do some research on. And if you find something that you enjoy, you have whether it's Calvados or whatever it is, you find one of those blends you like, you should check them out. So it's an interesting blend. We'll probably do later down the road, if we can get some more samples and buy a couple bottles of that, we'll definitely do an episode over them.
Vodka, yeah.
That'd definitely be cool.
The one I'm most excited about, which I'll probably never see in my lifetime, is this Bullet 20-year rye.
Oh, man.
They made only 1,776 of them, which I think is cool. It's 137 proof and 20 years old. And guess the MSRP.
$150.
Oh no, it's 300. But
Jesus, I was gonna say 250, but
well, it's 20 year 137 proof. So that means that it's a small they didn't water it down.
I'm sure they barely have any.
Evan Williams did a couple. Obviously, we did the single barrel on here, but they also did their black label and their 1783.
Cool, I just realized Evan Williams white, Evan Williams this 250 is blue, and Evan Williams 12 years red, dude. Red, white, blue, baby. Let's go, America!
So the three bottles we brought today,
red,
white, and blue.
The red, white, and blue.
Green River actually released theirs pretty early this year. I feel like we saw it around the winter time.
Yeah,
but they've released their
Army cherries, straight cherries.
Yeah, I've heard it's really, really good. It's $50. It's 4 to 7 years old, 111 proof. Like we should have grabbed one today.
Yeah, we really got distracted with the Heaven Hill 22. Yeah, and we met some cool people today. So we'll talk about
the King of Kentucky Small Batch 2026, batch 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I actually brought a batch 3
Brown Foreman special
because I wanted Cody to try it. But
because we weren't big fans of it. We tried like the first batch. I thought was not good. Second batch was better, and the third batch was the best.
And the one I have is the third batch.
Yeah, I'm looking to try that again.
But it says the first small batch King of Kentucky in more than 90 years. Blend of roughly 100 barrels released specifically to commemorate America's 250th anniversary and Kentucky's historic roots. So I actually am really glad I brought this bottle now because I would have seen that and be like, crap, I forgot to grab it. Knob Creek 9 released a anniversary bottle. What were you going to say?
I was going to say I could drink this Evan Williams single barrel vintage bottle. Like it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Like, I can't wait to try the 12-year.
Maker's Mark released one, and a lot of these are just like they're regular bottles, but they just kind of put a labeling on. A few of these, they did different things. Milam & Green released a Liberty American whiskey. It says the company's first American whiskey released for the United States of America's 250th anniversary. It's a batch of 6 straight whiskeys distilled 2 ways across 2 states. 3 barrels of pot still Texas whiskey and 3 barrels of continuous column still Kentucky whiskey. All aged in the company's once used Texas bourbon cask. So, Old Overall Rye had a label, Peg Lurker, or Peg Leg Porker.
I feel like we get so overwhelmed with brands and new things coming out. Old Overholt makes really good rye. Especially if you like a bourbon forward rye. Absolutely. Like I've always enjoyed those Overholt ryes. They're really good.
Actually, another one on this list that I actually brought today is the Rittenhouse 10-year.
Yeah. I'm excited to try that one.
It was a limited bottle honoring both America's 250th anniversary and Pennsylvania's historic rye whiskey heritage.
1776, baby.
It says it features Liberty Bell themed packaging. I didn't get a box with mine, but I have seen some that have a box, and I'm like, Kyle, why didn't mine come with a box? This is BS.
Yeah, let the freedom ring, bro.
Sagamore did a rye that's 250. It's 110 proof, 8 years, $125.
Probably would have got my money today if I saw that.
Yeah. Whistle Pig, America's 250th Declaration. Actually, it's interesting. It's a 10-year-old wheat whiskey for $74. You don't expect that from Whistle Pig. And then you come to the next one. It's a Whistle Pig 10-year piggy bank rye for $250. So
yeah, yeah, there you go. That's the normal Whistle Pig prices that I don't like. Just like I don't like Garrison Brothers prices. No offense.
The last one I have on here is a Yellowstone bourbon. It's a 100 proof, 700 years old.
Yeah,
7 proof 7 years 100 proof. Jeez, I can't say it. It's a bottled and bond.
I tried
it's actually kind of a cooler.
I tried the 250th pick that
did it have this as the Statue of Liberty on it?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Pelican Liquor did I think a pick or that they had those bottles. They were decent. It was decent.
I mean, it's a 7 year.
Like it was definitely better than the normal Yellowstone stuff I had. I haven't ever really been too impressed with Yellowstone. And again, we tried so many different bottles and so many different things.
So it's 7 years old as a tribute to the 7 founding fathers, and it's 50% ABV representing the 50 states.
That's cool. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, good. It was very good.
If you guys get a hold of that 20-year rye, let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really.
Now we're not chasing the Heaven Hill 22s. We have one. What we really need is a Go Foil, please.
I do want that. Actually, I kind of want the 20-year rye more.
I'll take the gold foil. You have the 20-year rye.
It's 20 years, 137 proof.
I understand
if Jack Daniels put that out, you'd be going nuts.
I like Bullet Rye is pretty good too, man.
If Jack Daniels put out a 20-year, 137 proof rye, you would be going nuts for it.
Absolutely, I'd be going nuts over.
I'm just saying, like this. It has to be like the best of the best MGP. I don't
probably.
know.
We'll see. Hopefully, we'll find out. Next time on Bourbon Nerdz.
He's over here downplaying it. Like,
I'm not downplaying anything.
I'll get the gold foil instead.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else for Nerd Rage?
No. I'm kind of worried about Grand Theft Auto, but
yeah, you sent me some stuff I was like really depressed about.
I mean, Rockstar Games just did a complete overhaul since COVID, and they may not be focusing on the things you want them to be focusing on when it comes to a Grand Theft Auto game. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's some videos circulating around that. You can look that up. We're not even going to dive into that too much, but apparently everyone that made Grand Theft Auto great doesn't work for Rockstar anymore.
Yeah,
so not surprised, but surprised. It's like they might as well hire Kathleen Kennedy over there. So I'll leave it at that.
Put a chicken and make it gay.
Anyway, so yeah, I think they'll conclude Nerd Rage. Let's move over to Whiskey Sideline. We got a lot of sports stuff.
Whiskey Sideline.
I'm sorry, guys. I know these podcasts, we really try to keep them short, but they just get longer and longer because there's so much crap.
We're doing good so far. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling. We're going to make this an hour and 15 minutes.
Once Dustin gets here, we're cutting it off. So
we're cutting it off. Yeah, even if we haven't even done last call, we're just going to say, you'll be like, what happened to the Bourbon Nerdz? They're gone.
Cody's going to go into his relationship advice, and then we're like, we got to cut it off.
Yeah, nobody needs to hear that crap. Let's talk about the World Cup. Wow. If you didn't watch that Morocco game, you in the Netherlands, holy smokes, that was the best game of the tournament so far. If you don't
shoot Big Red, then
yeah. That game was incredible. Morocco has been my dark horse team. Not because they beat Netherlands, just in general. I think their defense is incredible. They dominated the game in the Netherlands, even though they went to PKs. But for them to win and just the energy and passion and motion and the PKs, like guys, I've shot PKs before in limited capacity because I'm a defender, but it's super stressful, man. Like knowing that
Belgium took the lead over Senegal.
I can't believe that.
It's 3-2.
Yeah, in extra time. Yeah, it's nuts. Belgium was losing 2-0 by Senegal, and they're going to end up pulling that out. But Belgium's a good team, but just it's crazy. Teams playing their hearts out, man, leaving their hearts on the line. It's what playing for your country, man, fighting for what you believe in. It's awesome. Germany got knocked out. No one saw that by Paraguay
the same day.
Yeah, Japan. I could have seen that potentially. France continues to dominate. They're my favorites to still win it all. I'll stick to
France
that.
Look good, yeah.
Mbappe, is that how you say that? I don't know. I mispronounce it all the time, but I get everyone's going crazy about Messi breaking the world record, but Mbappe is going to break his record right after the fact. The dude's on a phenom. He's on already right behind Messi for all-time goals in the World Cup. Dude's 27 years old, and he's incredible.
If USA doesn't win, I'm going for Norway.
Okay.
I just love the Viking thing that they got, the rowing. Like Viking metal. I've been into Viking metal.
I live in a Hispanic household. My wife's Mexican. My daughters have Mexican. So I go for Mexico, and then I'm rooting for Morocco. But U.S., obviously, we're going for U.S. We have U.S. pride. I do think we're going to beat Bosnia. Hope we fulfill that destiny. I think it was one of the better teams that we've had. Not maybe star talent. Obviously, Pulisic. Everybody talks about him. I think our rankings, I saw some rankings about him being one of the top 10 best players in the world. There's a lot of controversy around that, but in general, he's a very good player. Hopefully he's healthy in this next game, or actually play tonight. I'm looking forward to watching that game. But absolutely hope you've enjoyed the World Cup, what it's done for America and people coming to us and seeing and meeting us, and especially people in the South, how humble and caring and friendly we are, and how great Texas barbecue is. All that good stuff. It's just been really fun and exciting, and I've really enjoyed having the World Cup. It's really filled the void of where we're at, kind of from a sports. We're kind of winding down baseball season. Basketball is over. Football season's kind of starting to ramp up a little bit, starting to get training camp OTAs, which we're excited about that because we got a fantasy football episode coming up next. But I'll share that here in a little bit. But anyway, so let's talk anything else about the World Cup. I mean, Colombia's looked pretty good. Mexico's looked solid. I mean, the usual stuff outside of that. We had a couple upsets. I'm excited to continue to watch the knockout rounds. Nothing else I can really say. I mean, England's looked a little flat to me. You know, they had a tough game today against Congo. Congo came out and scored an early goal, but they pulled it out. But, you know, it'll be interesting. Anything can happen in the World Cup. I think it's what makes it great and makes it one of the best sporting events ever. So I'm excited that we get to host it and some of the games. And hopefully my goal is to try to make it to a game. Maybe I can go down and scalp some tickets. They're very expensive, but we'll see what happens. So anything you have to add about the World Cup? No, pretty good. Same good teams are good teams, and I still have money on France. I still think they're the best team by far on paper.
Before we go into NBA offseason and LeBron James crap, I need more. I need more whiskey.
Here, pour the 12-year. I haven't got to try it yet, but it looks dark. Dark. Oh, it smells yummy, too.
Smells yummy, do?
I said yummy, too, is what I meant to say. I was trying to smell.
It's yummy,
I was swallowing the water that I just took a sip of.
Actually, let's do this with the 4 gram.
All right, I got
Because this is like a 10-year-old, I think. So it's pretty comparable. 10-year-old, 100 proof. This is E.H. Taylor 4 gram.
Your terrible towel.
Yeah. Chamois cloth.
I don't want to put that bottle and bond on there with the 4 gram. Get. Go on, get.
Give me that. Give me that. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a nice find on the 4 gram. I just still don't own one of these. Oh, I was like, where did my glass go? It disappeared. Sorry.
All right, so
cut some of this out, Ethan, if you need to.
The big news is today Jaylen Brown finally got traded.
Yeah, well.
To the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, they got a good haul. 2 first rounds, 2 second rounds, and Paul George. It just keeps getting traded around the NBA.
Paul George should be him and Tatum play the same position, so that's going to be, I guess he could fill in the shooting guard.
Yeah, I mean, Paul George played shooting guard.
I know, but he's like 6'6", 6'7". He's a taller kind of guy. He's more of a...
Not a tough position for him. He's played shooting guard.
I got one here for you that just happened just a few seconds ago. You ready?
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies are trading Santi Aldama to the Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh.
For A.J. Johnson, a projected 2030 Warriors first-round pick, and 2 future second rounds.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah, you guys got that guy. I don't know who that guy is.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not very familiar with him either. So.
I just saw it was the Mavericks.
Yay, we got somebody we don't know who.
So by the time this episode comes out, LeBron may have made his decision up. I don't know. He may turn into a circus show, like a game show or something, like a 12-week, like, you know, with the roses and stuff. I'm giving you my rose.
Yeah.
Who knows? LeBron's a joke.
Where do you think LeBron's going to go? I think he's going to go to Cleveland.
I think
Miami.
I think the best. So I heard he was down to Miami, Cleveland, and Golden State. Yeah. If those are your 3 choices, the best spot is Miami, because they're already set up with Giannis and with who's that other dude that just scored like 84 points for him? Bam.
Oh yeah,
Bam. Whatever.
Yeah, that one game he had that was good.
With Cleveland, you have Harden and Mitchell, and you have a couple other good people, but like Harden is gonna fall apart. Golden State. If you go to Golden State, your average starting lineup is gonna be 35 years old. And Golden State has said they're not going to commit to an Anthony Davis trade unless they know LeBron is going to commit to them.
Yeah. I mean, Spurs, I think, got a little bit better. They got Tobias Harris. I think that's a good pickup. 2-year, $31 million deal.
Yeah, Tobias is still pretty good.
I know Harris is 33, but he's still a good shooter. Still can play a little bit of defense. He doesn't really have to. You got enough defenders. He's more of a space creator. And shot maker, which is really what they needed. They were lacking that in the finals, obviously. So I think that's a really good pickup for them. You know, Detroit had a pretty good team last year, but they were missing something.
So I think the Jazz made a really good trade earlier, trading Kessler, because I read Kessler only played 5 games last year.
Yeah.
They got 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, and they don't have to increase their contract on him. So I think the Jazz did really well. The Lakers, I think, were just kind of like trying to put a roster together. They got some good players, but I think they spent a lot. They spent $200-something million today. So we'll see how that goes.
Norman Powell have reached a 2-year deal with the Bulls, $45 million. Marcus Smart agrees to a 2-year deal. I'm not,
where's he going?
He's going to the Rockets.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a good pickup for them. I mean, he's not his premier defender. Like Marcus Smart used to be like the best defender in the league. He's still a premier defender, but not quite on the same level. But I still think that's a good pickup for the Rockets.
I didn't realize Mitchell Robinson was going to the Celtics too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year, $47 million.
I guess I missed that. I didn't see that.
It says 8 hours ago, so I guess it was recent. But
yeah, I mean, there's been so much happening. Kelly Oubre Jr. agrees to a 2-year deal to the Pacers. Excuse me.
Mike Conley went to the Celtics.
Million.
Dude, the Celtics are loading up, man.
Yeah, they're getting some talent. Good for them. I think that's a really good trade for the 76ers.
And then the Thunder kind of doing what I expected them to do.
Yeah, making smart moves. That's all they do is they make smart moves. Yeah. Nothing bold, but getting Hardenstein, didn't he take less money or something?
A little bit.
Still a good contract for you guys. I mean, he's the balls of your team, man. Him and Caruso. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where LeBron goes. I'm sure he'll go one of the teams.
Oh, and I know everyone's interested. Bronny's $2.3 million contract is now fully guaranteed.
Oh, wow.
Watch out, guys.
Oh, my God. He's loaded. What is he going to do? Maybe he'll be a good tipper. I'm just checking. Yeah, I mean, Walker Kessler went to the Lakers. I think they gave up quite a bit for that.
That's what I was talking about like 5 minutes ago.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I said I think the Jazz did a really good job with that.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard going back to the Raptors.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard going back to the Raptors. I don't see them winning a title. Sure. I thought the Mavs might take a run at the Leonard, and depending on the first iteration of the trade, I was like, I kind of like that. You know, Klay Thompson, PJ, and a first rounder, but obviously the Raptors gave up a lot. What was it like? Do you have the trade in front of you?
I was there.
There was a million picks in that trade. I don't know.
So let's see. It doesn't say on here.
So while you're pulling that up, here's what I'll say. Nothing has shifted in the NBA to make me think that anybody's going to beat the Spurs or Thunder next year. So as long as those teams are healthy, I think that the title goes through the West and it goes through those two teams. Now, Celtics are a little bit better. They can contend for maybe with the Knicks. So I don't necessarily see the Knicks winning another title next year.
No, I think the East just got really competitive.
But, you know, I think Miami could, depending on if they tweak their roster a little bit more, or if LeBron goes there, they could definitely make some noise there. So it'll be interesting to see how the East evolves. But I think the West still flows through OKC and the Spurs. And I really think you still give the nod to OKC. I think they're still the best. They got the best picks. They got the deepest bench. And I think they've made smart moves. They didn't mortgage their future at all. They've got a ton of picks. They added a ton of talent at the draft. So, you know, and I'm excited. I really like the signing for the Mavs for their draft picks. I don't think they were flashy, but I think they were like decent. I like us getting the Michigan coach. Excited about that. We wanted a younger potential coach. I think he's like in his mid 40s, early 40s. He just won a title. So I wanted us to kind of go that route. We got, you know, Cooper Flagg, which is obviously Rookie of the Year, phenomenal generational talent. So yeah, I'm curious to see. We're still 2-3 years out from even competing on the level of Spurs and OKC, but you know, we're making strides. I like the fact that we're trying to keep Kyrie, even though probably the smart decision would be to trade him. But I think he's a good leader in the locker room. I think Cooper can grow, learning from him, and you know, kind of he can guide his presence. And I'm hoping we make some bigger splash and moves. I think we've got some good trade assets in our center, backup center that we can trade. Gafford and Klay Thompson needs to go, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's a lot to be determined in the NBA.
So the Leonard trade is in exchange for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 unprotected first-round picks. Grady Dick.
Oh.
2 unprotected first-round picks in 2031 and 2033, and then 1 pick swap 2027, and 2 second-round picks 2030 and 2033. So those picks are quite a ways away. So by that
Brandon
point,
Ingram's a good player.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
They gave up quite a bit for him. We'll see if that really kind of helps push them over the top.
I mean, he's been phenomenal the last couple of years. Like people always say the load management bull crap, but look at Leonard, how many games he's played the last couple of years. Look at his stats. I mean, he's been one of the premier best players in the league. He just people kind of forgot about him. Everybody's been up SGA and Jokic and Luka. It's been like those three. But he put up great stats. He's been a phenomenal player. The Clippers have been pretty irrelevant. Honestly, they just don't have the roster. They've been very inconsistent. They've had tons of injuries, and yes, Kawhi's been an injury-prone player in the past. So historically, you know, is it going to work out? What is he? 33, 30?
Leonard?
Yeah,
35.
35. Yeah, he's 35 years old, and you just gave up a crap ton. So we'll see if it works out for him. Best of luck. I hope to see Kawhi play a couple of really good years, and maybe the Raptors will make some noise in the East. We'll see. So anything else or Whiskey Sideline? I don't want to talk about NFL we got camp ramping up. I'm super excited about the Broncos season, and we're going to talk a lot about that in our fantasy football episode. So
no.
All right, let's move over to Pop Culture Pour.
Pop Culture Pour.
Yeah, so I know you haven't been to the movies. Usually you're the movie guy, but
yeah, we got to slow down because we have all these concerts and stuff that happen.
Yeah,
and
it's been busy, man. Summer, bro. We're rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah, we
got work, new girlfriend, new freaking $1 million enterprise. Yeah, I've only seen a few movies. I went and watched Supergirl last night with a family. We enjoyed it. I mean, it's not great. It's not bad. It really lacks a good villain. Lobo is awesome. I wanted a little bit more of that. And, you know, I find it because I had this debate with my wife. She's like, man, he was kind of weird and goofy. And I'm like, Lobo's not, that's what Lobo is. So people portray the comic book characters the way they're supposed to be portrayed. And people are like, oh, I don't like that. And it's like,
that's weird.
That's how they are in the comic book. So, and that's fine if you don't like, you just look at the movie, you don't know the comic book characters. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not picking on my wife. I'm just using it as an example. Like, that's kind of the role. If you're going to play that person, that's where you take that inspiration, is that comic book, and you try to bring it to life. And I thought he did a really good job. Where I think DC failed is the fact that they didn't give you enough of Lobo. Because, like, he has his quirky moments, and it's kind of fun, and it's like, let this guy work. And he just very limited in the movie, and I really felt like it was a missed opportunity. And that's what I've been focusing on a lot. I'm not trying to critique movies as much, but Garrett's kind of changed my mindset. But I like to look for opportunities for movies to get better. Like The Mandalorian and Grogu, because I had a debate with a guy. He's like, man, that movie was so bad. I was like, okay. It wasn't the greatest movie, but it wasn't terrible. I was like, it started out great, and then it's like the Mandalorian gets hurt, and Grogu just goes around and tries to like steal fish and find medicine. That's basically what happens. It's a movie made for kids. And it could have been so much more badass, but anyways. And then Toy Story 5 I thought was really good. I really enjoyed that. I've always enjoyed those movies. It's got a good message. It's kind of, you know, the age of old toys and the tech transition and how they make it, you know, kids connecting and stuff. And it really spoke to me, and how like my daughter acts and how I see her friends interacting. So it's kind of like, it was just good. Like all the Toy Stories, I think, except maybe Toy Story 3 or 4, I forgot which one I really didn't like that much. But all the Toy Stories I think are really good. I thought it was a really good family film. I highly recommend it. It's another Disney movie. It doesn't blow your socks off or anything, but it had good moments. It was enjoyable. I was entertained. I would definitely recommend to go watch it. But, you know, I don't know if I would rank those movies. I mean, I would probably give Supergirl like a 6, and then Toy Story a 7.5, maybe. So probably a 7. I think that's good. Probably pretty good. But anyways, I know you saw Masters of the Universe, which I wanted to go watch in theaters, and it was gone in like a week and a half.
Yeah. So I have a couple things to talk about with. So I want to go back to Supergirl for just a second. So here's how bad Supergirl's been doing. So they expected it to make a break-even point of $315 million worldwide. It's made $75 million.
Okay.
Like that's way underperforming where they expected it to be.
Absolutely.
They said that following the debut, it was reported that the film was projected to lose the studio over $85 to $125 million.
You haven't seen it, so it's hard for us to talk about it because I want your honest opinion. It's like it just lacks a good villain.
So you want me to tell you where they went wrong with this movie?
The director,
the writer and the director. So the writer has never written a feature film before.
Yeah,
she's acted. She was an actor in let's see, what else she was an actor in the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
So this chick from the Vampire Diaries, they hired her to write a Supergirl movie. She's written some television stuff.
Yeah.
She's never written a feature film. Then they got Craig Gillespie, who, let me just kind of go over some of his hits. Mr. Woodcock, funny movie, sure. I, Tonya, which was okay, I guess. Cruella
was pretty good.
So like, it's okay.
I mean, it's not. What's her face makes the movie.
Yeah. So you got two very below average.
Evan Williams 12 is good.
Yeah.
It definitely takes more than 101 proof, and it's got boldness, complexity. It's very good.
You have two very average people creating a movie.
Yeah.
Now, on the opposite spectrum, you have Masters of the Universe, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was pretty good. It has a much significantly higher Rotten Tomatoes score, but it also did not do good in the box office. It made $110 million off a $200 million budget.
Yeah,
a lot higher budget. The problem, and you know, they had Travis Knight, who I think is great. He did the Bumblebee movie. He's done a couple things.
You talking about Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, he did the Bumblebee movie.
But the problem with the Masters of the Universe is, like, think about my generation, because I'm older than you.
No, that's what I'm saying is, like,
you have such a gap. Like,
yeah. So they made this movie too late. Essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. I intrigued to watch it, and I saw some He-Man cartoon stuff like when I got a little bit older, but like that was before my time, honestly. So, and I heard the best part of the movie was Skeletor, which was Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto as Skeletor was good.
Yeah, and I wish people would stop shitting on Jared Leto. Like, and I get,
I do it all the time, dude.
I understand
he sucks.
his movie, and
he hasn't been good since Dallas Buyers Club, and that was like,
I thought he was decent in the Tron movie. Like, I didn't think that was bad. He wasn't bad.
I'm not a big Tron fan though. I didn't even watch.
Yeah,
that
but
I can't say
you
much
didn't watch it, so you didn't debate it. But I thought he was decent in Tron movie. Like, he was decent. And
then you got Morbius and Suicide Squad, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
bro?
Morbius was god awful.
It's more,
but I don't
know.
But I don't think that was Jared Leto. I think that was a horrible script more than anything. But
I mean,
I don't know. Those were bad. I'm not going to debate those, but I think Jared Leto is doing better at acting. I thought he was really good in Tron. I enjoyed that. I thought it wasn't the greatest movie ever. It was a Disney movie. Disney's not coming out with anything great in quite some time, to be fair. To be fair. But we'll see. I think, that's a whole other conversation.
But then Masters of the Universe just kind of left the box office, and I get it. So, and then like they kept in movies that were debatably doing better, like Obsession and Backrooms and those horror movies.
Yeah, they've been in movies
it.
They've been killing it because people are going nuts over
I watched
them.
Obsession like 3 weeks before I watched Masters of the Universe, or it might have been a month, but
yeah,
that just kind of shows you. In like, I get it, theaters aren't doing well, so they need to keep the movies that are doing better.
Yeah,
the District probably wasn't showing it because they only have 6 theaters, whereas like Cinemark has more. I'm sure Cinemark probably had Masters for a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately I missed it. I was trying to go, and we had too much stuff going on. It just didn't work out. And I was like, I'll go see it next Tuesday. And it was out of theaters. And I was like, I'm not driving to Sherman to go watch Masters of the Universe. I'll go in my backyard to watch it, but I'm not driving 30 minutes.
But if you get a chance to watch it, it's good. It's fun. I thought it was funny. The only thing I thought was a little cringe was the dynamic between him and the girl. They're like, will they, won't they? And then they make a little thing, and she goes, as a friend. And you're like, oh, come on, girl. That's. Yeah. I had a buddy who watches it. Don't watch it. It's woke. And I'm like, I didn't get any of that kind of crap from this movie. Don't believe. I say that some things are kind of feel that way, but I don't feel like Masters of the Universe felt that way.
Yeah.
I truly felt like Travis Knight tried to make a genuinely good Masters of the Universe movie, and I thought he did a good job. And I think it was just 10 years too late.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, I mean, it'll be one of those plain movies I'm watching, and I'll probably enjoy it when I'm flying to Colombia or somewhere, and I'll be like, oh, this is cool. And I'll text you and be like, hey, I watched Masters of the Universe, like I usually do. And I remember when I finally watched the vampire movie.
Oh, Sinners?
Yeah, which is incredible.
Dude. Yeah,
that movie's so good.
You watched it on a freaking plane instead of in theaters.
And it was still really
big
good.
Screen.
Yeah. So, but anyways, is there any? So we saw Sarah Evans. That was cool. I got to meet your girlfriend or whatever. But in general, I'm trying to think.
We went and saw Eve 6, and then
I
the week
see
before Sarah Evans, we saw Stoney LaRue in
Yeah,
Paris.
you get to see Stoney LaRue.
That was pretty
cool.
good.
I've seen him back in the day.
And then tomorrow's Collective Soul on the lake with fireworks and stuff.
I hope I get to go out. I floated it to my wife, and she didn't comment on it, so we'll see. I'll talk
go
to
without her.
Nah, I can't do that. Gotta stick together, man. Yeah, which brings me to our neat and balance segment.
Hang on one second. We're not done with pop culture.
I thought we were done with pop culture pour.
I was just gonna mention upcoming movies. So,
Spider-Man.
So in July we have Minions and Monsters.
Yeah,
Young Washington.
Oh, dude, that looks looks really good.
That actually comes out tomorrow.
That looks really good. I'm excited to watch that. I saw the previews of it. I was like, okay, I can get behind this.
The Moana live action.
Odyssey,
the Odyssey, and then Spider-Man.
You should go. You should try to. We'll try. I'll talk to because Brian, Jacob, and Dillard want to go. You should try to go with us. Maybe we can go on Thursday. The Odyssey and IMAX.
Oh yeah.
So we can talk about it on the podcast. So yeah, there's some good movies. I'm really excited about the Spider-Man movie. I saw that after Secret Wars, apparently Tom Holland's given up the Spider-Man character.
I could see them doing. I
don't know.
I could see them doing Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Miles Morales. We've had plenty of Peter Parkers. So.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm not upset at that.
I'm not upset. The Miles Morales cartoons are incredible.
They're doing a soft reboot with the X-Men and stuff. So I think they're going to do some interesting things. Sure. So.
Hey, I'm fine with that. All right, let's move over to neat and balance. So we're going to talk about 5 things that improve a relationship. Whether you're married, you got a new girlfriend.
Get on Facebook real quick. So
yeah, you do.
He's talking about relationships.
And some of these are going to be redundant. And a relationship's like a plant. You got to water it. You got to take care of it. You can't just be on autopilot. Like, oh, I've done so many things for my girlfriend or my wife. It's good. I'm good for a while. It's something you got to work. It's almost like a job. So. I've learned a lot, especially recently. I've just hit my 1-year anniversary being married, and
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that was back in May, but yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I've went through a marriage and got divorced since then, so you're doing good.
I'm trying, man.
It's
got
hard
a new
work. Girlfriend. Like
and relationships aren't easy. Like I don't care how much you love your partner and stuff. Life, work, stress, everything that we've got to deal with as an American. We have a great country, a great life, but there's a lot of challenges. So. Number 1 is communicate and listen constructively. And listen is actually listening to someone when they talk to you and trying to understand where they're coming from. And I know a lot of times we think women are nagging at us or your boyfriend's nagging at you or whatever, vice versa. But you've got to absolutely understand where the person's coming from and try to understand. There's an awesome framework that I read about. It's called the 5-5-5 rule, which is 5 minutes to speak uninterrupted, 5 minutes to listen, and 5 minutes to discuss collaboratively with your significant other. So it's all about diffusing tension and understanding each other. And I think, and you're going to read that in any book. I've read a lot of books about relationships, being a better husband and all that more recently over the last few months. So communication is everything in a relationship. And I cannot stress that enough. Number 2 is practice daily appreciation. And I think we take for granted a lot of the stuff that we do, one for our significant other or that they do for us, whether it's doing the dishes or, kissing in the morning or whatever it is.
You have to find each other's love language.
Yeah, absolutely. Love language is really important. I'll have to do a whole neat and balance over that. But understand your partner's love language. I agree with Garrett. Is really important, whether it's affection, words of affirmation. I don't know all of them off the top of my head. Acts of service, there's a bunch of them. So you absolutely need to understand that. And
I'm not trying to interrupt Cody too much, but
you're good.
I do want to say what I do is anything I know that my girlfriend says that she likes, stuff about her, I write it in my notes so I can go back to it. I have here, I'll just pull it up real quick this is just stuff. And me and Tristan have only been together since the beginning of the year, but I have all this stuff that I've written down. Yeah, that's a lot. Like it's like trips that she's mentioned. Like anything she's mentioned, I write down. So
that's really good.
And I
that's
feel
smart.
like
Actually, that's a good best practice to share. I agree
because I don't
do that. I think that's a great thing for me to do. Better job of absolutely
because I just don't want to forget stuff. It's like I'll keep a list of like throughout the year if they mention stuff that they want. Like that's Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Or that's this present. So.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give some personal examples. So like the other day, like Ileana had a half day and came home and. I unlocked the door for her, but then I was on a call for work and I was going back to my call and she's like, can I get a hug? It's like, greet her. Like when your significant other comes home, greet them, hug them, show them how much you appreciate and care.
Pick them up and slap their butt, man.
Yeah, grab their but you aren't promised tomorrow. You know, we talked about that a couple podcasts ago. You know, we had a recent family tragedy that we just went through. Appreciate the one you have, man. It's appreciate them or someone else will kind of. And it doesn't mean that, you know, what you do isn't good enough or what, but it's like, don't take it for granted. A lot of times we take things for granted. And I'm definitely guilty of that. And I hope you hear this. And whether it's like, dude, I've already heard that, I've read about that, you take something away from it, because I live it and I've learned it and I'm trying to do better in my relationship. And I hope you can learn from my mistakes. So number 3 is prioritize each other, right? And this is really important and also hard to understand at the same time. If you're married, especially married or with someone you're wanting to get married with, that person is your priority. Not your kids, not your buddies, not your cousin.
I don't know.
Your wife.
Just take that week off and go to Specs and do the Specs shop.
that person.
Around Christmas,
not
you can skip
your family.
Christmas. It's fine.
It's that person that you choose to walk life with. That person should be your priority. Obviously, it's God, then your wife or husband, and then your kids, and then family, and et cetera. And you can go down the line. And bourbon. You got to put bourbon in there.
Cody, you would be proud of me. I went to church the other day.
I know. I told your girlfriend I was praying for you, so I'm really excited about that.
We went to church, and we're gonna start trying to go to church more.
I
have a Bible. It's actually in my car.
Put this on the radar and on our to-do list. I still want to try to do a whiskey Bible study thing. With Zach, we talked about it. The last drop that we went to. So keep that. We'll talk more about that. But absolutely prioritize each other. It's extremely important. It's important for that person to understand, whether it's small or big as it is, that they are a priority in your life. And I learned that absolutely the hard way. Number 4 is maintaining a physical connection, not a sexual one. That sex is important, but physical connection, which is touching, holding, hugging, just letting someone know that they feel your touch. That is such a sentimental connection. And I know sometimes, like, I used to hate holding hands and that wasn't my thing, but it means so much maybe to your partner, maybe not, but in some form that physical touch creates a connection and a bond, and it creates a safety net, a relationship security. And it's extremely important that you allow yourself to have that with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. And I think I didn't really understand how important that was. I wasn't a big hand holder. I hold hands when I get an opportunity. I hug when I get an opportunity. Those things go a lot longer and deeper and go a lot longer than just spending a lot of money or whatever it is that you try to do to show that you appreciate your significant other.
And you don't realize that kind of because my last relationship, and I'm not trying to like get into my personal stuff too much, but we weren't very physical, like touching like anything really. And now my current, it's like, you know, she's very touchy feely, and like it makes me emotional because it's like I didn't realize I was missing that. You know, It's really nice to kind of feel that kind of stuff. So
no, absolutely. And there's a huge difference between sexual touch and feeling versus just
for sure. It's just like
physical.
Like she'll just reach
affection.
over and touch my leg or grab my hand or it's nice. It's nice to have.
I'm talking to you men out there listening to our podcast, which is basically 98% of our audience. So we do have some women.
We're not reviewers. A women-based podcast.
Hey, we should be. Hey, power to the
come on, women.
Power to the women out there. I'm talking for you too, fighting for you guys. And number 5 is keep growing together. A relationship. It goes back to that plant analogy. It's about watering, putting the nutrients in it to your relationship. Whether it's trying new things together, traveling to places you've never been, reading a book together, all those types of things. Relationships live and die by growing together, make each other better. That's what a relationship's all about. Should it be about supporting one another, pushing each other to be better, understanding each other's dreams, fears, and different perspectives. If you're not growing, you're dying. And that's a quote or whatever they call it. What do they call those? Like, I don't know. I can't even think of it. It's been such a long day, but those things you live by, those quotes, those like mottos or mantras, but absolutely constantly challenge yourself to grow your relationship in any capacity. And sit down with your partner and ask those difficult questions. I think a lot of times we just try to guess what our partner's thinking or feeling. You know, have those deep conversations. And it goes back to number one, which was communication, and understand. Set yourself some milestone and goals in your relationship, like you do financially, or you do whatever other goals you have, or work related or career goals. Have relationship goals. I think those are extremely important. So I hope you enjoyed this part of Neat and Balanced. Relationships, again, are extremely important. They're a part of our everyday life and who we are. And I hope you learned something today, or I hope we said something that maybe will change your mindset and how you're approaching your relationship. So that'll conclude Neat and Balanced. Now we're going to move over to Last Call with the Bourbon Nerds. Last Call.
Are we going to try this Murray Hill Club in the last call?
Sure. Let's Murray Hill Club
Let's
it up.
do it. I've been waiting all
I got this.
all
So
freaking day.
we had a wonderful day of recording some bourbon hunting videos. We actually, Garrett got HH22. Is that what they call it these days?
I think that's what the kids call it these days.
Yeah, a Heaven Hill 22 year, which is a Bourbon of the Year contestant.
Oh, for sure, easily.
But I was really excited to pick up this Murray Hill Club special release. It's part of the Joseph A. Magnus. Nancy Fraley collabed on this, and I think she does a lot of the Joseph Magnus stuff. But it's blended in bourbon whiskey, finished in Calvados cask. And it comes
Calvados,
in
that's fun to say.
at a juicy. This is batch number 4.
Juicy fruit.
No, what is the proof on this guy? Why is it not on here? What is it at?
Should be.
I'm sorry,
I'm
guys.
gonna
I'm
do
trying
this
to
with
find
some.
it. I have the Surgeon General. Oh, it's 111 proof. Sorry, it's
I'm gonna
so
do this.
like difficult to find on this
I'm
bottle.
gonna do it with some King of Kentucky batch 3. If you want to do that?
I have bourbon. I don't even know what's all in front of me. I like this Evan Williams.
What do you think about the?
It is Evan Hill.
the
Evan
Taylor-
Williams.
What do you think about the Taylor 4 grain?
I don't think I've tried it yet.
Someone's got to drink faster.
I was talking about my relationship advice. I'm trying to keep people together, man.
You could take some breaks, and man, these are dark.
It's good.
These
4
are-
grain's
these are
good.
dark.
It's just like good Buffalo Trace. I mean,
You get that grapey note from it?
Yeah, that's great. It's got that pop grape. That's very good.
Pop. For all you people that get the reference, I love you guys.
So we're actually getting a camera, and we're going to be trying to record a podcast on video because I know you guys want to see my beautiful face and my amazing tan line that I've got going on right now from playing golf in Tucson, Arizona. I played at Stone Canyon. Look it up. Peyton Manning and Steph Curry, they had a tournament there. Charles Barkley back in like 2022 or something. But I got to play golf. It was one of the hardest courses I've ever played. I shot at 97. I haven't played golf. Basically, the second time I played all year. And we've got to go play golf when it cools down just a hair. I'd love to go play golf.
I want to wait to cool
I was
down.
really proud.
I need to use
Not even using my clubs.
I need to use my clubs more for sure.
Yeah.
Need to get them used.
But dude, the tee boxes were like, it was like a mountain, and you're hitting off a tee box, and there was rocks everywhere. We saw a rattlesnake. There was a waterfall. I've got a picture of, which I'll post in the Bourbon Nerdz chat. I forgot to post that. But yeah, for any of you golfers out there, if you want to go golfing, we got to set up a Bourbon Nerdz golf day. That would be a lot of fun. Drink a lot of bourbon.
Yeah, for
play
sure.
golf. Look how brown that is.
That's what I'm saying, dude. These are both dark, man.
Holy smokes. Dark
Whiskeys for sure.
I know. I'll try the King of Kentucky. Don't worry. Oh man.
No, I'm just saying they're both pretty damn dark.
Oh my God. It smells like heaven.
How far
Not Heaven
is
Hill.
heaven?
Got him.
I mean, I got that in the
Got him,
car,
coach.
bro. It's out in the car. It's aging. It's still aging in my car right now.
Yeah, dude. That's such a good ball.
That
All
is.
right.
I'd be surprised if that doesn't
What else we
win
got? We got a fantasy
Whiskey of the
football
Year.
episode coming up. We've got a pick coming out. I guess everybody's doing picks with freaking rare character.
Oh, Dustin's here.
Yeah, Dustin's here, so we got to shut the podcast down. But yeah, we got a rare character pick coming out with our good boy AJ at Sippin' Style Liquor. I've got it right 3 times in a row now. Thank you. They should pay me 5% of all proceeds, but they don't. But yeah, we got a pick coming out.
They go to the Cody Mills Center for Children who can't read.
Yeah.
They want to learn how to do other things too.
I know. I just want to help children read and get relationships back together. So, but yeah.
There's the drop actually at Sippin' Style on the 11th, which this will come out. I believe this comes out on the 13th. So this will be after.
This will be after, unfortunately.
But check out. We'll have
please, if you
and
haven't
photo
joined our
and stuff
Facebook
up.
group, type in Bourbon Nerds with a Z. Not like Dragon Ball Z.
Z
but
for
Bourbon
Zoltan.
Nerds. Z for Zoltan. It's with a Z.
I was watching some
We
kind of
Avenges with Z.
some kind of D&D thing the other day. Casey and Adam had been watching, and they kept, every time they would talk about Zeus, they would do this. Like the Zoltan. Yeah, it's a Zoltan. They called him Big Z.
That's funny.
It's
Big
cool.
Easy. All right. Anyways, what else we got?
We got our Kentucky trip in
we got a
August.
Kentucky trip in August. We were going to document that entire
I have
experience.
2 cameras. We're taking both cameras and getting as much footage.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand Cody one and be like, here's the buttons.
Dude, I'm
press.
so good on the camera. You guys don't even know.
So
Y'all
good.
are-
He was not
it's
messing
going to be
up
an
at all
epic.
earlier.
I'm going to be on the journey to find the greatest bottle no one's ever heard of. But no, we're just really excited to go. Paul, Blair, Daniel's trying to get off work, so maybe just us 4. Who knows? But yeah, you know how those things go. You got like 8, 10 people that want to go, and then we whittle down to a small group. But nonetheless, everybody's busy. There's a lot going on. Summer's been crazy. So, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot. Again, thank you guys. If you have not liked, subscribe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on a road to 1,000 subscribers. We really need your help. We absolutely want to start doing some monthly lives. I've got some pretty good stuff working on a Patreon that we're going to launch later this year.
Yeah, we need to start setting dates for things.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you guys say the same things in the last call.
I know. But no, we will. We actually are. We're putting our money where our mouth is because we don't make any money off this podcast yet. If you want to support us so we can get things done faster, we would absolutely love that.
I've definitely put some money into this podcast lately.
Yeah.
Getting a new computer, getting a new camera, getting some new bottles for potential reviews, and just enjoy and drink myself.
And we're going to be doing a lot more, like some really good review stuff. I'm really excited about that. I want you guys to hear our opinion, and we hope we've proved to our community that we have decent palates. We're not whiskey professionals.
Here at Bourbon Nerdz, we're better than you. And we know it.
Yeah, America, F yeah. Freedom isn't free, it's a buck.
It's a hefty fee.
Yeah, but we hope you guys enjoy our content. We appreciate the support. And yeah, we hope you have a safe 4th of July. We hope you don't blow any of your fingers off with fireworks or take a rocket.
This is the last couple days where someone has all 10 of their fingers.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't take a freaking Roman candle to the face or all that fun stuff that we like to do on 4th of July after we've had a few to drink. So please be careful. Please, God, cherish your family. God bless America. And God bless the Bourbon Nerds. We love you guys.
Damn right.
250 years, baby. America.
We'll see you in another
best country on earth, guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, listens, like, subscribe. All right. Dustin's here. We're done.
We're going to go play some Magic the Gathering. like the true
I'm
Bourbon
trying to
Nerds
dream
we
my
are.
Murray Hill Club, man.
We're going to be bourbon.
Let me live in peace.
We're going to drink bourbon and be nerds.
Yeah.
So
and nerds, the bourbon.
You can't judge us. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it very much. Like and subscribe. Check out our YouTube channel. I'm going to start trying to release videos every week now that I have a sweet computer of my own. So.
All right, newsflash: the Murray Hill Club special release is incredible. If you get one,
yeah, Cody just about fell out of his chair.
It
must
really
be pretty damn good. So I'm going to drink this after we finish off. And
bye.
Then we'll say it. So deuces.
I don't like people that say
Word
it like
to your
that.
mother.
Bye.
Yeah, and he does it twice. So.
Adios.
Put a chicken in there.
Thanks for listening to The Bourbon Nerds, a podcast hosted and executive produced by Garrett Welch and Cody Mills, edited by Ethan Adams, and featuring original music by Alex Pitts. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share the show with your favorite drinking buddy. Follow us on social media for new episodes and updates. The Bourbon Nerds podcast comes out every other week, and the guys are always releasing new videos on YouTube. Until next time, always remember to drink responsibly, know your limits, and never drink and drive. Cheers, nerds!